Okay, good day everyone. So we will be talking about organizing concepts in agribusiness under chapter 4. So the lesson roadmap will be talking about the objectives, the organizational culture, the organization itself, the basic type of organizational structure, and contingency design. More on the concepts of organization in agribusiness itself. So the objectives, you are going to familiarize with organizing concepts. You are going to differentiate the various organizational designs. What are these designs? The esteem the need for organizational change and innovation. Also, suggest combination of staffing technique and appreciate the importance of human resource management. So we'll be talking about staffing, organizational change, and innovation. Why do we need these tools or these concepts themselves? So I will be opening up this lecture with this quote: organization isn't about perfection. It's about efficiency, reducing stress and clutter, saving time and money, and improving your overall quality of life. Again, it isn't about perfection. As long as you are efficient, your stress is reduced, there is no, dili kayo messy ang imuhang place, makasave ka sa imong time, money, sa imong resources, and i-improve imong quality of life. So that is why we need to do organization, okay? Just not just for the business, but also for yourself. So the first one is organizational culture. What is organizational culture? So sometimes these are called corporate culture. It is a system of shared beliefs and values that develop within an organization and guides the behavior of its members. Okay. Pasensya na because I did speech to text and wala na siya ng plus. So I apologize. Sinabtanay na lang tani. Again, sometimes called corporate culture, it is a system of shared beliefs and values that develops within an organization, and it guides the behavior of its members. Organizational culture, again, the culture, the environment that is inside your organization itself. So this is the social glue that binds members of the organization together. So if imuhang organizational culture is healthy, then probably mas ganahan po ang imong mga empleyado sa imong organization. But if it's toxic, then probably di sila ganahan mo stay ani nga organization. So culture exists in two levels. It could be the invisible level, the core culture, and the visible level, the observable culture. So what are these two kaya nga ga-exist in two levels? So we'll be discussing this one in the next topic. So the invisible level, the core culture, which consists of values, beliefs, and assumptions. So most of the time, dili ni nato makita ang core culture because it is already embodied in our mind, in our hearts, in our personalities, attitudes itself. Kay value man siya, beliefs, assumption, nga gi-establish ani nga organization. So we have two sources for this invisible culture. The first one is the vision, the assumptions and biases of the organization's founder. So the vision itself, let's say for example, CMU, okay, CMU, leading ASEAN University. So that is our vision. Imagine. So that means ikaw mismo, proud yun ka sa CMU, given nga we are always top, okay, on top of our game. So na yun ta, recognize yun ta always as top performing school, especially in board exams, in kanamit ang mga surveys nga gina-recognize, okay, gina-recognize ang organization, both local and international. Si CMU always yun na siya appeal sa top, whether top 20, top 15, 10, top 5, something like that, in the whole Philippines, in the whole country itself. So that is our vision. So we to take pride that we are part of CMU itself. So that is our vision. So kita mismo, happy kita, proud kita nga dili ko nag-eskwela. Next would be the outlook, that the initial employee learned from their own experiences from the formative. So the outlook dayon kay murag based na sa imong observation. Hala, pila na ko ka years sa CMU. Kita gyud na ako nga tsada gyud ang CMU. Always gyud ta mo top. Imagine, since nga nag-eskwela ko diri, murag yearly nagyutay top performers sa ato ang mga board exam. Pag lang gani nag-top 2 sa engineering na napuntay top 2 man siguro ka pa top 8 sa ND, napuy other nga nag-top top di ba daghan kaayo. So imagine um how good and how real CMU is given nga for how many years, murag 4 years na ka diri, or let's say for example third year na ka, every year gid ka makadungog nga top na pud si CMU na napud tay um i-add nga tarpaulin sa main gate nga nag-welcome na pud sa atong mga top notchers in the board exam itself. So, di ba? Imagine. So that means nga based on your experiences, legit gyud ay si CMU. Makita gyud ay nimo nga sakto gyud ay ang audition. Galid gyud ay ta. Always ta mo top pud sa ato ang mga surveys or mga um what do you call that one? Katong mga surveys or mga group organizations ka recognize og mga good nga schools, good performing. So that's it for the invisible level or the core culture. It could be from the vision or your outlook mismo. In your perspective, what the MU really is or what the organization really is. Well, the visible level is the observable culture. Makita ni nimo nga culture. So sa CMU, we have invisible. Well, we also have visible. So this visible level is the observable culture, which besides um, which beside is expressed in symbols, stories, heroes, and rites and rituals. So it could be symbols, stories, heroes, rites, and rituals. So makita din mo sa organization itself. So we'll be talking about the meaning of these things. So the first one, the symbol. It is an object. So an object, an act, a quality, um, or even something that conveys meaning to others. So symbol itself. The symbol of CMU is atong obelisk. So the obelisk, it has at least four foundations. Ay, obelisk ba to? Sorry, sa agree man ng obelisk katong atong mga lipstick. Katubit tang mga atubangan sa admin. So let's say for example mo na to ang symbol. Most of the organizations gina feature gina siya. Okay, it has at least four pillars as you can see: instruction, research, extension, and production. It's itong memory fountain. So that could be a symbol na di siya meaning. Okay, it symbolizes how CMU greatly greatly what do you call that one kanang bitaw do their best in all aspects, whether it is instruction, research, extension, and production. That's why four to siya ka murag pillars sa atubangan sa CMU nga building itself. Next would be the stories. A story is a narrative based on true events, which is repeated and sometimes embellished to emphasize a particular particular value. So stories could be, let's say for example, CCMU daw, since sa una always do tamutap, or ang mga stories ng imong madunggan before ka enter sa CMU itself, and so on and so forth. Sometimes gina-encourage, sometimes dili. Si CMU daw kay dili daw siya gakabahaan, but in reality gakabahaan di ay. Di ba? Or something like that. Next would be heroes. A hero is a person who embody the value of the organization. Let's say for example, si hero ni CMU is si Jose Rizal, o di ba? So we look up to Jose Rizal given nga tsada kayang contributions, iyang contribution especially in literary works on how he promotes promotes and also act for the freedom of our country itself. So like that. So here is a person whose accomplishment embodies the value of the organization itself. So murag something like that. Let's say for example, si Jose Rizal ang atong murag figure sa CMU because kuan kada kay ang iyang contribution in line siya sa atong mission, sa atong culture, sa atong values, and so on and so forth. Which is to uh to always look for freedom, democracy, and yeah, also kanang bitong i-promote ang ato ang country itself, country itself to other nations. Next would be rites and rituals. These are the activities and ceremonies planned and unplanned that celebrate important occasions and accomplishments in the organization's life. So more on ceremonies, activities, mga um, ceremonies or mga events sa CMU itself. We already celebrated our founding anniversary that was 112. founding anniversary in CMU. So 112 na ang CMU established and still flourishing for the next years and so on and so forth. So these are events nga gina-emphasize or ginapalook back sa mga employees unsa ang ilahang um, unsa ang kuan ginikanan sa organization itself. It's history celebrating small and big success accomplishments. That's it for the visible culture. So maklaro gyud na nimo makita na nimo based on the symbols that there are in makita nimo everywhere in CMU makita ataw mostly symbols kay green o gold because that is CMU green and gold. Then stories would be stories of accomplishment. I think makita po na niyo sa Fulbright natin murag mga historical dadto nga mga things siguro or sa atong museum itself natay museum actually ha diha dapit sa admin. So we also have heroes that we look up to and some celebrations to uh, celebrations or events that celebrate our success, accomplishments of the organization itself. It's milestones throughout the year. So what is the importance of culture DI? Why do we need to learn about the visible and the invisible culture? So culture can powerfully shape the organization's long-term success. So the more strong your culture is, the more probably mas um the more successful that organization will be in the long term. If you mas establish imong culture, mas kada pud siya i-follow sa imong mga employees, kada pud siya value, then probably in the long term, um, it would also, okay, accommodate or kanang bitaw it would help the organization grow in the long term more, especially with the help of culture itself, promoting and encouraging their employees to stay on the organization to promote the organization itself. So an organization's culture has at least four functions. Anong need man gyud nato siya? Why do we need to know what its culture? In CMU, we are for me, from my perspective, it is a very low-key nga school. Low-key, humble kaya mga person. Promise. Humble gud kaya mga product sa CMU. Dahan kay kung kaila nga CMU compared to other schools nga grabe og mo brag. Kana bitang maayo ra ka sa storya pero dili kayo sa trabaho. Promise, dahan di ko ginaila. Like, they come from very prestigious schools but their performance is grabe pud ka low. Compared sa mga graduates sa CMU, grabe ka good kay ta to the point nga murag we tend to settle for less. Mo ni gyud ako ang problem talaga sa atong mga kauban. We tend to settle for less na noon. Bisag maayo unta kay ta mo perform. Promise, may kay mo perform ang mga graduates. Yeah. Based on my observation na siya. That's why we need to really hopefully embody this quote. Ay, mo na akong murag perspective lang ka sa culture sa CM based on kuan gyud na experience and mga graduates pod mo ako na obserbahan. Humble jud kay siya nga school. Humble pud kay siya nga humble pud kay ang mga people here. And so, um, I'm so proud actually to be part of this. Ug di gud ko maulaw mo yun kung I'm from CMU. Bahala di wa sila kayo kaila daw ani nga school and I'm like I don't kuan. But if you look into our performance, then makita ni mga top with me always. Yeah, right. Humble, not humble bragging, humble lang good ka. uh yeah, most of our kuan here, our the people here very humble with grabe unta sila og potential but they tend to settle for less for me that's my observation. So okay, let's continue. So an organization's culture has four functions. It gives members an organizational identity. So if you are part of this school, probably ang murag expression pod nimo or pananaw sa mga tawo nga hala gikan siya sa MU ba gahi kini ba bright kini siya ba. Di ba automatic din sila mo label sa imo as bright. So you already have that organizational identity. Di ba? Murag part na kay once you are part of this, then automatic nga bright ka. Kung nakasunod ka sa MU, bright yun ka. So something like that ang ilada yung dili stereotype ka murag generalized nga murag idea about. So it facilitates collective commitment. So if possible, the moment that you enter an organization, you are already um required or obligated to be committed in your organization. So all of you must follow a certain goal and objective and committed to help one another to achieve that one. So it promotes social system stability. So it promotes social system stability in which all of you in the organization will be stable, in which kabalo mo sa inyong culture, kabalo mo sa mga people that you are in, and so on and so forth. So it shapes behavior by helping employees make sense of their surroundings. So gina-shape niya ang behavior sa mga empleyado given nga kabalo ka what your surroundings is, in what environment that you are involved in or present in. So that is the importance of culture itself. So next would be the organization. So again, more basic culture or all organizations have their own culture. Let's say for example, na kay group of friends. Okay, so group of friends na. Sa imong group of friends, kay part ni siya sa church. So mga ilang culture is that grabe ka mga buutan, di sila gusto maglaag-laag, murag pray lang yun sila mostly. Okay, they help one another. Um, understand the word of God siguro. So next would be another group of friends nimo nga nagsigira og travel ganahan day sige glaag. Di taglaag magsaka na putag bundok o ato na putag sa bangat. So kani sila nga group of friends ilang culture kay grabe ka happy go lucky. Kana bitong adventurous, fun and so on and so forth. So next would be the organization. So what could be the organization itself? So we have an organization itself mostly is a system of consciously coordinated activities or forces of two or more people. So you can say that there is an organization kung it is composed of many people, two or more people. So that wants to achieve a certain goal. Dapat sila tanan kay na sila i-set nga goal nga sila gyud dapat tanan mag-achieve. So, coordinated activities too. That's when you'll know nga, okay, they are an organization. Given nga, na di sila goal. So, nagkasinabot sila nga i-achieve na nga goal. Let's say example na tayo, Plantita o Plantita organization. Diba? Sila, ang ilang goal is to become the best plantitas in town. So, something like that. So there are three types of organizations classified according to the three different purposes for which they are formed. So some organizations are um, differentiated, okay, differentiated based on their purpose. So we have at least three types here. For-profit organization, that means this organization wants to gain profit, makahalin, for profit. While we have non-profit organizations, kaning nga organizations dili nila goal ang makahalin. So lahi day ilang goal. Next would be mutual benefit organization. What could be this organization? So we'll be talking about this one in the next chapter. This one. Next slide rather. So for-profit organizations, these are formed to make money or for profit by offering products or services. So that is for the word itself, for profit, para makakwarta. So uh you are going to organize an organization para makakwarta mo, makahalin mga businesses to offer ka og products at the same time services. Next one is the non-profit organization. So these are formed to offer services to some clients, not to make a profit. So most of these are charities, hospitals, colleges. Ay mo offer sila mostly og services para dili super makahalin. Actually, schools kay dili man gyud kani siya for halin para ra gyud siya for operation mostly ang iyang for you para na po mo offer. So non-profit organizations only composed of charities, kanang mga tulong-tulong o angat buhay and so on and so forth. Kana non-profit organization, di sila gapangayo sa inyo og kwarta, but mostly donations, mga offering na makahelp to other people, such as hospitals, mga publics, and colleges. Well, we have mutual benefit organization. So these are voluntary collectives whose purpose is to advance members' interests. Examples could be the unions, trade association. So mutual benefit, dapat maka-benefit ka at the same time ang imuhang partner or ang imuhang membering organization. So this is more like unions, trade association, trading. So both of you must benefit. That's why mutual benefit. So this is the three main types of organizations um in everywhere. Everywhere ni siya, not just on business but also other types of organization. So we have an organizational chart here. I hope maklaro lang. So it is composed of these things. Okay, ako lang ipakita. Organizational chart. So we have board of directors most of the time, especially in a corporation. Huwag yun sila ang nasa top board of directors. Next would be the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Next would be the President. Talag sa dili na sila same ha, nga person. We also have strategic planning advisor, legal counsel, cost-containing staff, and so on and so forth. We have executive admin director, medical director, personal, and so on and so forth. This is a kuan ni siya kanang organizational chart sa isa ka hospital. So director for personnel and each department na din under the executive admin director and medical director na putay other nga department such as surgery, pharmacy, physician, and so on and so forth. So this is an example of an organizational chart. I think nakakita mo ani in at the top makita na to si Mr. President, Mr. Direje, then the four vice presidents, VPAA, for academic affairs, and other nga mga vice presidents. So we have four vice presidents here under the vice presidents na putilay nga mga department. Okay. So this is an organizational chart. So the organization chart is a box and line illustration showing the formal lines of authority and the organizations of official positions are division of labor. Box and line. Box, yun na siya. So, line. Natay concrete line, kaning solid line. And we have dili concrete nga lines here. Kaning more dot. So, what could that mean kaya? So, most of the time, organizational chart is composed of boxes and lines nga connected with one another. So, connect, ra gyud na siya. Para makita nimo ang flow sa process or sa authority themselves. So we have two kinds of information that organizational charts reveal about the structure. We have vertical hierarchy of authority and horizontal specialization. So vertical hierarchy of authority. Okay, the vertical hierarchy of authority, who reports to whom? A formal vertical hierarchy also shows the official communication. Glance up and down the organization chart shows the chain of command. As you can see here, okay, so as you can see, mo niyang vertical, murag from up to down. Okay, board of directors to president. So makita nimo ang hierarchy of command. So ang pinaka-highest daw, so ang highest down power is from board of directors down to the president. So from up to down, that is vertical, okay? Vertical ni siya. Makita nimo ang chain of command. So from board of directors, CEO, president to executive admin director to the director of accounting itself. So that's vertical. So glance up and down the organization that shows the chain of command. So from top to bottom ang ato ang command here sa vertical. Well, we have horizontal specialization. So who specializes in what work? So who specializes in what work? A glance to the left and right on the line of organization chart, aware the different jobs or work are specialized. You can see here, again, pardon for the typo, gaka-typo yun ni siya. I did teach a speech to text, so that's why na-typo ako na review. So, pasensya for that. So, again, it specializes in what work at a glance to the left and right of the line in which you can see different jobs or work specialization. So for horizontal, horizontal, this one from left to right. So makita nimo ang specialization. As you can see, from director of personnel to admissions to accounting. So paano kita nimo ang mga specialization, mga different um jobs nga under the executive administration. So if horizontal siya again, makita nimo ang ihang diversity ani nga mga position. Compared to the chain of command from top to bottom, then next would be the different mga specializations or jobs that is present under that chart. So I guess that's it. I will be ending my session here. So thank you everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. Thank you and good